Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with Household and Armand. Today is Tuesday, October 15th, 2019. And I thought I would jump on here and do a few readings with you guys. I was watching Rachel Maddow yesterday and Lawrence O'Donnell, and it turns out that John Bolton knew what was going on with Rudy Giuliani and told his staff to go lawyer up. And I guess he told a White House lawyer that he wasn't going to participate in whatever drug deal Giuliani and Mick Mulvaney were involved with in regards to the Ukraine. So it looks like they just name dropped Mulvaney. And, you know, I was expecting John Bolton to come out of the woodwork anytime because, you know, it appears that he has, he's pretty ticked off about Trump saying that he was fired when he's saying that he resigned and all that drama. So, you know, and he's a very proud individual, whether you agree with his foreign policies or not. I do not. But he's a very proud individual. And yeah, so let's take a look at Mick Mulvaney and see what's coming up for him. I don't think I did a monthly for him. So let's go ahead and do a box spread, see what we can get. And I'll try to do a double line of 5 or a double line of 7, depending on our time, to see what's coming up for Mick Mulvaney. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Mick Mulvaney, October 15th, 2019. Until November 30th. Mick Mulvaney. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I can do a box spread on him here. Nope, he's all the way at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to do a double line of 7 on him. So I have the man, the cross, the snake, the scythe, the fox, the mountain, and the birds. Let me see if this will come out a little bit better for you guys here. Let's see. All right. Let me see what I can get on him. Oh boy, he's in trouble. Boy. Okay, so I hope you guys can see what we have here on the second row. The tree, the rider, the ship, the anchor, the clovers, the house, and the bouquet. Damn. His line up here, it's looking like he's burdened. He's perhaps going to have to sacrifice something. There's some sort of a lie or betrayal that's being cut off, an investigation that they're going to try to block, and then for him to speak. As the line progresses, it looks like he does speak, but they're going to try to block him from speaking to the house here with the mountain and the house right below it. So it's like they're going to try to block him. There's news coming in about health or a legacy of something foreign or something that happened overseas that has reached its destination. This could be the block of the money, even though I'm not seeing any money cards here. Now that the house found out about it, and the house is in favor here. I don't know if he went overseas. The man knights here to the ship. That's him going on a trip. He's going to be stuck with a serious burden, a serious sacrifice, some sort of perhaps a long trial. There's a false opportunity here, and here's the impeachment coming in from the house with the scythe knighting to the house here. There's a false gift or a fraudulent gift here. False praise, false flattery. Here's the conversation in the meeting that took place, or the phone call that happened that we now know about. There's really, he's getting the news that he's a painful visitor, a burdened visitor. This could be a person that's bringing forward the message of a pain, suffering, sacrifice, as well as quite possibly a trial that needs to happen. There's some sort of betrayal going on overseas, and long-standing danger, false opportunity blocking the house, and here's that phone call. And like I said, it looks like they're going to try to block him from speaking. But it does look like eventually he does speak, because it clears out down here. I'm not seeing the letter, so I can't tell you if they're going to subpoena him. Like an invitation. Here it's showing someone that's happy to speak, or a happy conversation, or a happy phone call. Here's speaking at the house. Using your voice to speak at the house. This could be phone calls, meetings, small meetings, hearings, negotiations. With the birds knighting over to the lilies, that's saying it's going to be a good talk. It may be short. This may be in regards to the phone call that was made. He may say that it was short. But here it shows him that he's like trying to separate himself from what took place, with the scythe in the middle, and then the birds followed by the mountains preceding the birds. That's like almost like he's trying to separate himself from being part of those negotiations and that phone call that took place here with the birds. Here is a visitor that gets cut off, a trip that gets cut off. Like a vacation, a canceled trip, and somebody that's supposed to be visiting that gets canceled here as well. Here and here. There's a betrayal to a legacy here, with the tree knighting over to the snake. And something suspicious or manipulative that's going on overseas. Like I said, I don't see any money cards here, so I can't talk about the money that they were withholding. This is a pair here. So with the mirrors, this man and the birds could be him talking. It could also be a pair of men that were involved in these negotiations. This could be with the snake mirroring the fox. This could be a woman that is quite intelligent, quite crafty, who had tenure, who had been there a long time, that was cut off and separated here. So he perhaps has knowledge of, even though I'm not seeing the actual woman card, the snake is the Queen of Clubs, so this could be representative of a woman. The ambassador that was cut off, after, you know, even though she had been there a very long time, 30 years, and separated her so that these manipulations and betrayals can continue without her being in the way. This could be the news that her trip had been cut off. They wanted her to return, even though I'm not seeing the storks. There's a permanent obstacle as well here with the anchor knighting over to the mountain. So it looks like they're going to try to talk him or block him from speaking. I'm not seeing the letter, so I can't say if the house will subpoena him. But there's a pair of men here that were involved. If this is the woman that had tenure, an intelligent woman that had tenure, quite possibly a redhead that they cut off to block her from the conversations and the negotiations that were going on, to favor the person in the White House. He knows about it. This, I'm wondering, and since this is a pair of men, I'm wondering if it's also the cutting off of John Bolton, and he knows about it. Let me ask really quick if John Bolton is going to be subpoenaed to speak, because he left before the crap hit the fan. So let's see if we can figure that out. Will John Bolton be subpoenaed to speak to the House? Will John Bolton be subpoenaed to speak to the House? Will John Bolton be subpoenaed to speak to the House? Had the moon pop out. There's the house. Positive, neutral, negative, maybe. One card, yes or no, please. No. There might be some trouble getting him in, even though he's no longer part of the administration. Let me see. What's coming up for John Bolton? Can you please tell me what's coming up for John Bolton? Oh, man. Okay. All right. Did a double line of 5 on this one. So central to the reading, we have the clouds and the tower. If this is in regards to the government, big trouble in the government. If this is in regards to the courts, big legal problems right here. We're seeing money that has been cut off, burdened here, withheld, perhaps some sort of financial trial. There's money that's being laundered here. Perhaps he has knowledge of that because we have the key. Right here we have knowledge, or he understands the contract, the partnership, the agreements that were made to withhold money, cut it off. And there's something going on here with money laundering. There's an end of an obstacle here. This could be talking about him being separated and ending, even though it's not here. But if this was him in the State Department, he's been cut off there. But he has knowledge of the money. The fish knights over here to the key, the ring knights to the cross. That's a very burdensome partnership, a very painful partnership, a painful agreement. Money that was withheld, money that was cut off, money that's being laundered. A lot of confusion and big trouble in regards to something that's financial. And he absolutely knows about the partnership and the agreements that were made. There's a legal dispute going on here. Even though I'm not seeing the birds here, I can't tell you if this is in regards to the phone call, but it looks like he has knowledge of what they were doing with the money. And it looks like he also has knowledge of something that they were doing with laundering money, abusing money, abusing business. Because this right here is a financial institution. This would be like a bank or the IRS. And it's an institution that has money laundering, a partnership that was made to withhold funds or make it difficult for the funds to come out. Aggression here, quite possibly a war, because this is weapons. Yeah, withholding the money for weapons here. Blocking the government, blocking the courts. Big trouble here with the coffin knighting over to the clouds. That's pain, grief, endings, and huge trouble. And that's why he left. That's why he cut himself away from that, because he has knowledge of this partnership here, the agreements, the circle of people that were involved. Let me see. I want to ask. We already asked if he's going to come in to testify. And we got to know. Looks like Mick Mulvaney's in big trouble, and they're going to try to block him from testifying. What else can I ask? I wish that you guys were here live so I could be like, hey, what do you want me to ask? You know, I might do that in the future. So we'll see. so let me ask one final question. What should I ask? We already asked about Mick Mulvaney. I swear to you, Steve Mnuchin is up in here somewhere. And I just read today that Steve Mnuchin is asking for another $1 trillion in a loan. That's the second year in a row they've had to take out a $1 trillion loan because of the tax cuts. Oh, who would have thunk it? Let me see. Let's see, let me ask, what is John Bolton going to do next? What is John Bolton going to do next? John Bolton, what is he going to do next? What is John Bolton going to do next? Oh, there he is. Showed up. Confused. Whoa. Okie dokie. That's not good. All right, so it looks like central to the reading we have the tree and the writer. There's news or message coming in about his legacy. He's separated himself and ended from this party, this organization, because the heat got turned up on him and exposed their lies, deceits, betrayals. It's an organization of people that have been lying and being deceitful and delivering opportunities for themselves within this organization. And that's why he separated himself and cut himself away. So it looks like these three cards here are big, big trouble with the scythe, the coffin, and the clouds. That's big trouble for him. Big, big trouble. I don't see anything here that says that he speaks. This is news that's being delivered about the exposure of a betrayal this way. And then it gets confusing and it ends. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to come in the couple of spreads, the yes, no, and this one is saying that he cut himself away and ended it because he was aware of the financial partnerships and what those people were doing. And something to do with money laundering there as well. So when he got wind of the betrayal that was going on, he left and ended it here. So, and the question was, what's coming up for him? A sudden ending here. And big trouble. I don't see anything here that says he's going to speak. And we've already asked that. This is somebody that's out of luck here. Your luck is ending. And then a sudden betrayal, a dangerous lie. This organization is in big trouble. A party or an organization that's in big trouble. There may be some heat turned up on him. But there's news coming in about his legacy. Yeah, I just asked one card yes or no. If he speaks to committee, I got the cross. No. This could also be some sort of a health issue, perhaps some sort of surgery for him. He may be ill, with the tree knighting over to the coffin. That might be a loss of life or some serious illness. This could be talking about leaving a country. If this is a legacy, it may be in regards to pulling out and leaving Syria, because this is an action card. This is an action card. The significant betrayal here, the sudden betrayal, the dangerous betrayal, the end of an opportunity, his confusion around it, a sudden ending, a sudden loss. And I keep getting a no that he will not speak to committee. I don't know why. Let me see. We're at 27 minutes. Let's see if I can do a quick. Let's try to do a quick line of 5. Let's see if we can get an answer. Oh, I'm working with a fresh deck, so I have the gilded edges on this one. And the more I use them, that gilding is going to go away. But they're so pretty once they're fresh and clean, fresh and brand new, because it comes with the gilded edges. Okay, let's see. Why will John Bolton not speak to committees? Why will John Bolton not speak to committee? John Bolton. There's an investigation going on there, a false opportunity. It's like it's a permanent problem for him to go talk to him. Ongoing investigations here. The end of luck here. Big trouble right in the middle. Confusion, uncertainty. He's blocked. There's an ending again. There's a permanent ending, an ending of an investigation here. There's a big problem and some sort of a delay or a block for him to speak. I'm not seeing the letter, so I can't tell you if he signed some sort of NDE. These investigations are going to be big trouble. There's a new burden or the early stages of a big burden or a trial. It's in the early stages or it's brand new. There's a painful sacrifice here. To his lover, generosity. This could be talking about someone that had seniority, that had been there a very long time. Perhaps his career, where he was a senior official with the lilies here. And there's some suspicion around a person here with seniority, quite possibly him. We don't have the woman card, but this could also be in regards to Marie, the ambassador, somebody that had tenure and had been there a very long time, 30 years, with the anchor and the lilies. The anchor is read more as in years. The child for timing is 1 year. So I don't know how long Bolton had been there. Perhaps 2 years here. I'm not quite sure with the Clover and the child. But it's like there's an end of an investigation, a permanent ending here. Suspicion around a long-term official. This could be suspicion around him as well. Perhaps he doesn't want to raise any suspicion on what he's been doing. He may have been doing something covert as well that he doesn't want to be found out about. So that's why he may not come in. So we are at 32 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off here. Thank you so much for being with me here today, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.